Hey folks, we are back for another installment of Final Fantasy VII Replay. Last time around, we visited Costa del Sol, did some trekking through the mountains, and arrived at North Corel, Barret's hometown, where they were not happy to see him, blamed him for the destruction and impoverishment of the town, although Shinra is also to blame there. We've heard some talk about the Gold Saucer, which is going to be our next destination. Let's get to it. So we can leave the town and walk around here, but we're not going to be able to walk into the Gold Saucer. So for one thing, it's built in the middle of a desert. With, currents of sand or quicksand. However, even though it doesn't appear on the map, there is a method of transport we can use to go. So we're going to head right back to town and do that. So you might remember there was a big old sign, Gold Saucer. And you'd think if North Corel is one of the entry points for this big, luxury, fun, Las Vegas-esque resort, that maybe the town would get some of that revenue or be in better shape. That'd be logical. Oh, family meeting? Family meeting. Aerith asks the question we all have. Barret, what happened? His hometown used to be around here. It got buried in just 4 years, so this would have... well, we don't know the timing exactly. In the recent past. Barret blames himself. Let's do the whole story, because that's what we're here for. Corel was a coal mining town. Dusty, poor, but had dignity. We can see they got houses. I mean, there's an actual village here, not like the series of tents. Okay, somebody's relatively luxuriously appointed home. A lot of books and knickknacks on the back. That's some fancy upholstery. Very fancy rug. And so the mayor and townspeople are considering something, and Dyne is opposed. So if it's a coal mining town and Shinra's here, Shinra probably wants to set up a Mako reactor, which would be an alternate power source, but also put this town out of business. It's one of the, to briefly edge towards the political, it's one of the arguments today that's present in clean energy versus methods that have been in use, at least in the United States. Weird to see Barret with 2 hands. He says, no one uses coal, it's a sign of the times. We need to make a change so that the town can survive. Scarlet, who is very suspect, says, yeah, everything's Mako now. Shinra will totally guarantee your livelihood. Totally. And Barret doesn't want his wife, Myrna, to suffer anymore. Presumably because everybody is struggling to make money from coal mining. Although Dyne's argument isn't against Shinra specifically, it's in favor of tradition and what has been their livelihood. So yeah, the Corel Mako reactor, which we saw earlier, was built. Thought it would bring them an easier life. Oh, and everything's on fire. Dyne and Barret were out of town for a few days. And according to Barret, Corel and North Corel were both burned to the ground by Shinra. which seems sort of needlessly evil. Oh, so Barret says it was due to an explosion at the reactor. Shinra blamed rebels. Again, their go-to strategy. So Barret acknowledges Shinra's at fault, but he blames himself as well. Because he was convinced, and he convinced other people in the town to go build the reactor. Pativa says Shinra fooled everybody. So he lost his hometown, he lost his wife. And, at the conclusion of that sad story, are we going to get on the gondola? Yes. Meanwhile, Barret is still talking. Dyne was his best friend, close since they were kids. Yuffie. She definitely has a point of view. And as the gondola ascends, what do we see but the gold saucer? Is it gaudy? Is it exciting? Could be two things. And here we are. Let's talk to this Chocobo. That's all you're gonna say? Okie dokie. Single pass is 300 gil, or we can get a lifetime pass for 30,000. We do not have that kind of money. So we're just going for the single pass. We're not going to leave, because that'll invalidate our tickets. And to play the games, we need GP. So, no, we're not paying for tickets, we're paying for GP. It's a currency exchange, totally different. And we can win GP from some of the games here. I know there's a save point back there, we're not going to use it because it costs GP to use. Yes, Aerith, we're going to have some fun, but I feel like Barret still needs support. Maybe it's not the best time, she says. Tifa thinks Aerith is being harsh. Aerith has a strategy, apparently, which is to behave normally. For her, anyway. It points out, yes, they did build this on top of Corel, or the ruins thereof. Also a common practice for Shinra. Well, what are we gonna go do? Alright. Why would Sephiroth come here? That's a good question. I don't picture Sephiroth being in a place like this. No, I want to go with Yuffie. Ah, so what should we explore first? Maybe we check out the info board. So each of those sort of platforms we saw is a different section. So the event square has an entertaining show. We can go bet on Chocobo racing. Ghost, if we want to stay at the hotel, we can hopefully rest in peace. Battle square, we can go fight some battles. Round square. Round square. Some sort of entertaining diversion. Speed square, shoot down targets. Wonder square, play games to earn currency. That should probably be our first step. And what is this now? Must be someone important if they get their own theme music. Fortune teller. Fortune telling machine. The names. Ket Shi. I know it looks like it should be Kate Sith, but it's Ket Shi. Cloud is curious if he can only read the future. Maybe he has questions about his past. He says he can find missing things, people, anything, which is a very tall claim for a robot? A robot cat riding a stuffed Moogle robot? Yeah, can you find Sephiroth? Give in to the goodwill of others, and something big will happen after summer. Try again. Be careful of forgetfulness. Your lucky color is blue. One more time. Cloud is a little surprised. What you pursue will be yours, but you will lose something dear. Ominous. He says it's the first time he's gotten a fortune or produced a fortune like that. Says he needs to know how it turns out, so he would like to accompany us. Totally not sketchy or suspicious in any way. Oh, he gave us 100 GP. So Ket Shi will regenerate MP, and when defending, he will regenerate it at an increased rate. Okay, let's go play some games. Arm wrestling, 1 game, 100 kill. Yeah, let's go for it. Start with the easy one. Push B consecutively. I was pressing it. Let's try it again. Maybe it's a different. Well, or it could just be that I'm not very good at this. Let's try it. Too powerful. This is approximately equivalent to my real-life basketball skill. Alright, so without more practice, I'm not going to be winning a lot of GP playing that game. What are these games? Are they not? Oh, he's concentrating on the game. I'm assuming this is a claw game. Oh, so we don't play, we just get a random item. People doing cool stuff here. He's making the sounds. So there's a submarine game that is out of order. Another claw game. Can we play the bike game? Sure, let's try it. Yes, reliving the Midgar chase. Dang. I was hoping to clear 10,000. But 9,600, not bad for a first try. Two GP. Super. So if there's a fortune machine in here, what did we need to deal with Ketshi for? You'll make friends in high places. Okay. "3D Battler." Alright, so it's rock, paper, scissors, but with punching. Alright, not too shabby. Alright, a luchador. Oof. A couple of those were kidney shots, I'm sure. And we win nothing. Alright, so the recording glitched, or I guess specifically I glitched there. We did play some games, and we went to check out the battle square and found some Shinra soldiers dead, and some casino employees dead or injured. And Cloud thought it might have been Sephiroth, but they were shot. And Cloud said Sephiroth would never use a gun. And then the receptionist said it was a man with a gun arm. So, we know somebody with a gun arm who hates Shinra. But would Barret have attacked civilians? I don't think so. Cloud protests, "Hey, really, it wasn't us." They've got robots. Gateway to heaven. Guessing it does not actually go to heaven. Down into the penalty hole. She says we are now in a desert prison, Corel prison, which looks to me like the ruins of Corel, which would fit with Barret saying earlier that Shinra built the gold saucer on top of Corel. Natural prison in the middle of the desert. There's intense heat. Landworms. Somebody call Kevin Bacon. Slopes of quicksand. Nobody's gotten out except one person who was a jockey. Barret, what's going on, buddy? Okay, so Barret does not confirm or deny that he shot that man, but he says there's something here he's got to deal with. Knocking all this out, huh? Find Barret before going into the desert. That's fair. Anything interesting down here? Oof. Some bones. An empty treasure chest. Is this dude just gonna follow us around? Be a jerk. Nothing here, but the desert's more dangerous. Oh, somebody wrote a nasty word up there about Shinra. Alright, so if they're liars... If you get the boss's permission, you could head up top to be a Chocobo jockey. Mr. Coates is the boss. Doesn't he look fancy? Yeah, we want to go up top. Oh, we're scrubs, are we? The only way to go up is to win the Chocobo race. Dio likes jockeys with a history or a mysterious past. Not gonna sponsor us, huh? Alright. Well, we wouldn't want to go up without Barret anyway. This looks familiar. It's the house we saw in Barret's flashback. Barret, why are you pointing your gun in our general direction? Oh, because that dude was going to attack us. Yeah, maybe you didn't want to get us involved, but we're your friends, so it's just how it's going to be. Aerith making the point that that's usually what Cloud says. Yeah. I like that she teases him. Yeah, we did hear that those people were killed with a gun arm. But Barret's not the only one who had that operation. Flashback Part 2! Oh, we remember that bridge. The mayor coming to tell them Shinra is attacking the village. Dyne tries to snap him out of it. So his best friend says they should go look for survivors. Good instinct. Oh, they just shot the mayor. Barret dancing to avoid the bullets. It's a good thing they allow these shots. And in comes Scarlet. Who is more accurate. Dyne falls, Barret's got him. Dyne worried about Eleanor, presumably his wife, and Marlene. So, you know, Dyne was Marlene's father. So, we know how Barret injured his arm and how Dyne's arm was injured. Got a new arm to take revenge on Shinra. So Barret got the gun on his right arm, Dyne got it on his left. Tifa thinks maybe Dyne will join them to fight Shinra. Barret is skeptical. So presumably Dyne went up top and shot those people. Although why is the outstanding question. Yeah, that ain't happening. We're gonna deal with it together. That's why Cloud's the leader. We get a drink here? Nope, this dude's just gonna be walking around, just not doing anything. Nothing particularly exciting. Ah, sure enough, this guy's down. Right, we're heading in the right direction. You shouldn't just leave this stuff lying around. Well, this must be the spot. Here's somebody shooting. And Dyne recognizes the voice of his friend. Limping a little, because that is what happens when you fall off a cliff, you get a limp. And Dyne. Now we don't, does he actually hear a voice? Is he just a little out of his mind? Says he hears his dead wife's voice, begging him not to hate Barret. That's when he didn't hunt Barret down. Why are you killing people, Dyne, who aren't even involved? Good question. Shinra burned down their town and built an amusement park on it. You put it that way. Dyne arguing against people who only care about money. Because now he wants to destroy everything. Because he lost everything. Corel, his wife Eleanor, his daughter Marlene. And you can understand his rage and heartbreak. Barret tells him Marlene is alive. Barret found her and took her in. And Dyne's response to that is he's going to have to fight Barret. Oof. Because his wife's spirit is lonely and he wants to bring Marlene to her. Yeah, Barret, I think it's clear Dyne is insane. Alright, here we go. Mano a mano. Ouch, that was a heavy shot. I'm going to do the smart thing and heal up first before we pop the limit break. Oh, I think we got him. Dyne says he didn't just lose an arm, he lost something he can't replace. I mean, I don't think he means just his town and his wife and his daughter and people who were important to him. I think he means something broke in him as a result of that loss, and he couldn't cope with it. Barret at least had Marlene to take care of. Something to keep him going. How old was Marlene back then? Not old enough to remember him, he says. His hands are too stained to hold her. Yeah, Marlene is supposed to be 4 years old and she was tending bar. Anyway, Dyne says, just don't make her cry. Barret says his hands aren't any cleaner, but Barret would not have attacked the civilians up in the square. And yeah, you can make the argument that blowing up the reactor... No, we didn't see any non-military personnel in there, but NPCs say that, there were Shinra employees killed. But Barret comes to a realization here that, maybe the way he's been approaching things isn't the way he should. Heavy stuff. Yeah, Coates, we want to go up. We're done here. Read the room, dude. So, it's not as simple as he said before. We need a manager, we need a Chocobo, maybe some bribes. So Barret trusts Cloud to ride the Chocobo, as does Aerith. Cloud just shrugs again at being volunteered for stuff. Coates says it's not like managers just come strolling down here out of the blue, so naturally, what do we think's going to happen next? Oh look, a manager strolling in here, out of the blue. She may dress like a weirdo, says the dude in the green suit with no shirt on underneath, apparently. Hello, Esther. We don't think you're dressed weird. We appreciate you. Alright, so she's going to intercede with Dio for us. Alright, how do we ride a Chocobo? So we can speed up or slow down. We can sprint, but that's going to use up stamina. Well, hello there, sir. Yes, we are new. See, now Joe has manners. Oh, look at that. Gives us a nice little bow. Nice to meet you, too. Until we meet again, Joe. Alright, third time's the charm. Well, pretty far out in front, and we've got a lot of stamina. I've got a good feeling about this one. Yes! I'm very quick to blame Ester's birds for us losing, and also I'm very quick to take credit for winning. Dio gave us a letter. Boy, he says. Not a fan of that. Granting us a pardon and setting us free. Okay, giving us some gifts to apologize for the mix-up. Well, yeah, he's very busy just wandering around this amusement park in a Speedo. Let's see, received Ramu. And a buggy. Nice. So we can cross deserts and shallow rivers. So this is our first field vehicle. We rode a Chocobo. Chocobos are great, but now we've got a car. Or an SUV. I don't know what the nearest equivalent would be. P.S., says Dio's letter. He heard about Sephiroth heading west toward a town called Gondola. Why not drive there and get his autograph? Not what we're looking for him for, but appreciate the clue. Ester says, hey, good working with you. If you ever get your own Chocobo, and perhaps we will. Say okay to get on, cancel to get off. We can enter Costa del Sol and June by buggy. So the question is, where do we want to go from here? Presumably across the river. But let's figure that out next time. This has been a long session. We got a lot done. We checked out some of the gold saucer. Not all of that made it to the recording because I goofed up, but got a good summary. We explored Corel Prison. We learned more about Barret's past and some difficult stuff related to his friend Dyne. So, yeah, a lot going on. Hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed it. It's seeing the ways in which the mods have tweaked it is a lot of fun. But we'll continue in our next installment. See you there. Bye.